Hello beautiful soul, welcome back. I'm Andromeda Tarot. I hope your day is going well so far. Welcome back to my channel. In today's reading, we're answering which doors are opening for you right now or in the near future. So this is a timeless reading. You do not have to absolutely watch or listen to this reading as I'm uploading it. You can find it 2 years later and it will still apply to you if it needs to. So remember that this is a general reading, so some details might apply to you, some might not apply at all or just a little bit. It's part of the game. That's how general reading works. Without further ado, I'm just going to present to you the pile or the crystal that you can choose from today's reading. So pile 1 with the World card or the Golden Healer quartz. Pile 2 with the Okapi, and I'm probably not saying this right, so I'm sorry in advance, but the Okapi card or the 3 agate crystal. And pile 3 with the Rabbit or the Sunstone. As always, I'm going to give you some time to look at each pile and choose your own. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome back. If you chose the World card or the Golden Healer cards, then this is your reading. Like I mentioned in the beginning, today's reading is answering the question, which doors are opening for you? Okay, so since this is a new oracle deck, I'm just gonna read you your first card from the book because I found it quite interesting and I think some of you might need to know. This could also be kind of like a way for you to see if this is the right pile. Doesn't have to be. We're gonna look at other oracles and then your tarot all together, but I really found it interesting, so I'm just gonna read it to you. First, I'm just gonna let you see your card. This is a beautiful card, but in the book it says, the eclipse seen in this card leaves everything in obscurity. Darkness has taken over, blotting out the light, whether wittingly or unwittingly. The World card heralds your intuition into your personal underworld. In many ways, this card embodies the lifeblood of this deck. It represents the impossibly deep nature of our shadow and an unfathomably potent magic that lies within it. To pull this card in a reading is a sure sign that you're deep in the trenches. Things likely feel intense, pressurized, and maybe even downright painful. Fear often creeps when we are feeling our way through the darkness, unable to make out the shapes and ghosts that lurk nearby. But it is here, in the infinite darkness, that limitless potential lives. I think I meant to say lives, I'm sorry. For those who are brave enough to traverse the inner landscape, untamed power, creation, and boundless riches await. It is in the darkness that everything is birthed. Something is waiting for you to claim it and name it now. This isn't an invitation, but a demand. Find your true power and harness it. Step into your new skin, take up more space, trust your raw instincts, unleash the animal within. So yeah, I found it really interesting, and I thought that maybe just with that, some of you will know, like, yeah, this is for me, or no, we're gonna see with more. But anyway, so this was your first card. I'm just gonna move it around. We're gonna start with some oracles. So you also have the boar and the pigeon. From another oracle deck, you have nourishing the blood. I'm just gonna move them afterward. The trickster. I'm hearing Loki. If some of you are working with some gods like North gods, Loki is coming up. You don't have to. For some reason, this could also be from the Avenger. Maybe you're a fan. Maybe that's just a confirmation. And the Savior. I'm just gonna move these cards so that you can see all of them, and I'll be back. So with what I just read you with the world, and also just like with the vibe from these three oracles, I do feel like some of you in there is something about self-sabotage, there is something about coming to the other side. So I feel like a lot of you, you've been through it. There might have been a spiritual awakening, there might have been a lot of ups and downs. Kind of feel like your emotion are you're going through a roller coaster of emotion. It might feel like a tower moment or a death moment in one area or multiple ones in your life, or just in general your life might feel like you're losing control. You're losing yourself, you don't recognize yourself, you don't recognize where it feels safe to step into. I don't know if it makes sense, but I do feel like right now one door that is definitely opening is a change from this, is kind of like being able to be stepping away from the darkness, finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel in a way. And I know it sounds cliche, but with the world and even with the board, which this card basically does talk about self-sabotage, and with these two together I feel like they represent so well being stuck in our own ways, being stuck in our own mind, being stuck in our own self, in our own life even. I will go as far as to say this. And it might feel, and you might feel that way, and you might have felt that way for a very long time, which is there, but there's no way out. I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. Some of you, I'm hearing like you might be at war with yourself, but I do feel like something that will be opening, and door that will be opening for you is a change in regarding this, is a change in regard of this feeling of being stuck. So there might be a chance at, I'm hearing freedom, because the pigeon, you know, it's a bird, but also there's something that I found interesting with the pigeon, because they used to be really important for humans, and now in the society we live in, a lot of people, I'm gonna say, they hate these type of birds. So maybe hate is not the right word, although I know that's the case for some people, but this is a generalization, okay? But there is something about that. And when I take this information and I put it with, especially with the boar card, with the, I'm hearing self-hatred, but mostly the self-sabotage aspect, I feel like for some of you that it's like linked together. It's about a certain way you used to view yourself for some of you. I feel like it's about an alignment. I'm sorry, not being aligned. I'm gonna say it that way. It's probably gonna be clear, but I feel like things used to be simple, things used to be clear, just as when I see the pigeon and I said that at some point they were important, people used to not hate them. That's what I mean. For yourself, it's like things used to be easy, things used to be better. And now, just as the pigeons a lot of the times are seen as creatures that are not worth it, creatures that are nuisance. I don't know that word in English, but basically sometimes people look at them and they're like, oh, whoosh, whoosh, like, you know, get out of the way. I feel like that's the case. It's like, but now things are not easy. Now things are difficult. Now little things looks like a huge mountain to climb, a huge mountain to go over. I'm sorry for the noise outside, by the way. And with nourishing the blood specifically, and what I just talked about, I feel like some of you, there is a chance for you to open a door, and I feel like it's by nourishing yourself back. And I think that for some of you, it's by doing little things for yourself, taking time for yourself. It's kind of like retreating, but I know that sometimes it's not possible. It's easy to say, oh, just go into a retreat, just take time off, but it's not possible for most of us. So it would be to do little things here and there to lighten up your day, lighten up your mood, in order for you to give back to yourself. I do feel like this is gonna kind of push a little bit the door in order for it to open and to be to the other side and realize that I'm actually in a better place now. So this card really makes me feel like there's little things that you yourself can do. And I really feel like it's about healing. I really feel like it's, for some it could be being creative. For some it could be, I did talk about shadow work, or there's something about shadows here. So maybe writing is a good thing, whether it's in the journal or poetry or a book, and putting your emotion into that character or those characters, you know. So I feel like for some of you this is something that could be done and that could help you in order to open a door into a new reality, basically. And funny enough, and I know all of this is not funny, so this is just a lack of better term on my part, but the trickster do talk about finding your way, do talk about winning against all odds. That's why it just, for me, reinforced the fact that by doing little things for yourself to help yourself to feel better, even if it's just for 1 minute, 1 day, but you do this every day and it just gets better and better, I do feel like you have a lot more power in this situation that you might think or that you might feel, because it might feel like you're powerless, especially with the world card and what it says, at least to me. But some of you do need to realize that there's something that can be done on your part. And even as a follow-up, it does, to be honest, it feels like your card are all linked together, funny enough, even though it's not the same deck. But it feels like a story. It feels like this is the start, the middle, and end. This is the start, middle, and end, but not at the same time, anyway. But even with the Savior, this card is kind of, it's like, it does say to be sure to know that help is here or help is on the way. So I will suggest you to find a way to believe in the fact that your situation will get better. You can have hope. This is your sign that you can have hope. Things will change. And for you, this is the biggest door that is opening. This is the change that I've been talking about at the beginning of, you won't be in the same situation. I'm just gonna see your tarot. I'm not gonna place this. Okay. So for your tarot, you have the Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, Death. Oh, you know, at the beginning I said, like, for some of you it's like you're having a Tower moment or a Death card moment. Yeah, definitely. And know that you're not alone. I feel like a lot of us are going through this at the moment. Five of Cups. Going back into yourself, by giving back into yourself with nourishing the blood. Yeah, I will take this as a confirmation. And the Nine of Swords. I'm just gonna put this one right here. Even with the Empress, I will also take this as a confirmation for you that in order for you to step on the other side of that door, because for me it's clear, the door that is opening for you, like the one that is coming, it's like the closest to you, is a change in the situation, is not having the same situation, the same view, the same horrible feeling of being hopeless and this huge heaviness on your shoulder. And I feel like in order for you to be brave enough to go across that door and to be in that reality, is to take little steps here and there to nurture yourself. Because this reality is so different than the one you're in that it's going to be scary for you if you do not prepare yourself in a way. So I feel like this is why there is little bits here and there in your reading that says, but give back to yourself, do little things for yourself, little things that make you happy. Like I mentioned, even if it's just 1 minute in a horrible day, whatever it is for you in a healthy way, I feel the need to add this aspect, something healthy that makes you happy, that makes you feel better. I feel like this is very important for you to be brave enough to cross that door and to be flourishing in this new reality. Yeah, just like the Ace of Wands, I feel like this could be you, like full of ideas and very happy and very in the flow of things in life. I don't know why, but I'm hearing 5, 6, 7, 8. So some of you might be a dancer. This is like totally random, but it's really stuck in my mind. Oh, but I feel like for some of you, it's even if you're not a dancer or you are a dancer and it's just a confirmation, or I feel like there's rhythm to it, obviously, but it's linked to being able to go with the flow or learning how to go with the flow. And I'm even hearing like not caring too deeply about things. So for some of you, with the Pentacles, it might be linked to work, but it doesn't have to. But it could be, especially the part of that I just mentioned with not caring too deeply, because all of this could be coming out of a burnout for some of you. So regaining strength, regaining rhythm with your life, and going back into your life for some reason. That's what I have right now. But honestly, to put it simply, I feel like because for you, I really feel like it's one giant door, but I feel like it's a door of opportunities. It's a door that leads to many more doors if you wish it, if you do the work, if you're ready to step into that door, to step into this new age. I feel like it leads to a lot more opportunities than you are presented now. And with the imagery of the Death card, but also the Empress, I feel like it's cultivating. There's this sentence of reaping what you sow that comes to mind when you look at the Death card. But when I look at the Empress, I do feel like things are coming out of the soil of the earth, ready to be taken. So again, reaping what you sow, but not necessarily in a bad way. So I feel like again, it goes back to you're doing, or you should do little work in order for you to be able to step out to something new. So I guess, in other words, for some of you, is to embrace change, to go with the flow, with the roller coaster that is probably your emotion or your life at the moment, to take chances, to get out of your comfort zone, to listen to your feelings, especially your intuition, to not stay, I'm hearing enclosure, to not stay in, to not distance yourself voluntarily from people who wants the best for you, who could help you. Because maybe there's a tendency to isolate yourself with the Knight of Swords. At least it gives me that vibe. But I feel the need to ask, just so we have like a timing period. So Spirit, can Pawan expect the change in the next few months in regard of this situation? Maybe I should reformulate that. Wait, I think I should reformulate this question. Can part one expect to step into their power in the next few months? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. So Spirit, can part one expect to step into their power in the next few months? Woo! Take action. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. So again, little steps. Little step. Can part one expect? I want to ask, like, in 3 months specifically. There's 3 months that keep going in my mind again and again. Can part one expect to be, because there's something about 3 months, guys, have to be honest, but I feel like it's not being on the other side of that door that is the 3 months. But I'm just gonna ask anyway. So well, we have there's something better. But Spirit, in 3 months from when part one is watching this reading, can they expect to be in a different situation? Can they expect to be on the other side of that door specifically? Please and thank you. Opportunity. Yeah, there will be, you don't, as you see, it's not like, oh yes, for sure, because it's a general reading, but there is an opportunity for some of you to be on the other side of that door in 3 months. But I feel like it goes with the take action, so it kind of envelopes everything we've been talking about since the beginning of your reading. So there is a chance, especially with the savior card, like I mentioned at the beginning, there is this idea of you regaining hope or keeping hope that someone will help you or something will change, because it will. So definitely I will keep an eye out for the next 3 months for if you feel the need to, because I have 3 months in my mind that keep coming back, like I mentioned. So if I were you, I will keep touch, maybe in a journal or something, and see where I'm at in 3 months. And in the meantime, do take action, do take little steps, because there is clearly something that you can do, whether it's asking for help or journaling or changing your job, changing your house, whatever it is, your situation specifically for you. I feel like there's something that you can do for yourself. So I do hope you resonate with this reading, part one, or at least some parts of it. If it's the case, please let me know in the comment section below, although you do not have to. Please only do it if you feel comfortable to. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This helps my channel grow. Feel free to subscribe to my channel to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I wish you all the best in your journey. Please stay safe out there and take care. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hi Baltu, welcome back. If you chose the Okapi or the 3 agate, then this is your reading. I'm aware that I'm probably not pronunciating this name, so I'm sorry about that, but I am French and I don't really know how you would say in English, maybe Okapi, but to me this sounds weird, so I'm sorry about that. So like I mentioned at the beginning, this is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Some things might resonate with you and some might not. So this reading is about which door or doors are opening for you, pile 2. So like I did for pile 1, since this is a new oracle deck, I'm just gonna read you your first card, what the book says about it. Maybe this will be a way for you to really confirm that yes, this is the right pile for me. Doesn't have to. You could find also information that resonate with you and your situation. So the okapi is a unique creature partly resembling a zebra, but most closely related to the giraffe, that is indigenous exclusively to the northern part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In many ways, the existence of the okapi seems unlikely, and yet an unknowable number of things align to make its existence so. The presence of the okapi in a reading may speak to something that feels much the same, and begs the question of fate, whether in a meeting or situation. To draw the Okapi card in a reading is a sure sign that something bigger than you is at play. The way things have aligned across time and space to bring you to this moment where everything is falling into place may feel surreal. Moments in our lives where we can see destiny unfolding in front of our eyes are few and far between. There is a deep knowing in our bones that recognize this pleasant twist of fate, and that same knowing asks us to drink in as much as we can stand, because there is something crucial to be honest and learn. Keep in mind that when destiny turns the wheel, it may not always feel pleasant, though it certainly feels big. Sometimes, when everything is aligning to put us on a higher path, it can be extremely difficult. This too requires a certain trust in the way that things are unfolding, even if we don't fully understand why. Look to the higher meaning behind this moment. Much is being revealed. So I actually very like that. I think this is a beautiful card with a beautiful meaning. Like, look at this. But let's see what other oracles you have. I'm just gonna move. Oh, I forgot to take this away. So this is yours, pal, too. You also have the hippopotam, the turkey. I forgot you have 4 of them instead of 3. So, the spider. I'm hearing building a nest for some reason, but also creating something with the spider web. The invitation. Doorway to sacred union. But doorway in general, I feel like it's something significant for you, especially with what we learned with the Okapi card. The serpent and the tree. If you're religious, something about Adam and Eve. If you're not, still something about Adam and Eve could be significant. Okay, so the first thing with all your cards layout, but specifically with the ones from the top, if you only listening to this, then the Hypo, Okapi, Turkey, and Spider, I do feel like right away I kind of see 2 things for you. First of all, with the Okapi, maybe even 3, with the Okapi and the spider, because you know when you think of a spider, you're gonna think about the web, and if you take a step back and try to find a meaning behind this, that it's kind of like creating something beautiful. And I feel like for you, it's a door opening to creation. It's a new avenue. So I feel like it's definitely talking about creating something new for yourself, going to do something new. There is this sense of, maybe it's a creative endeavor, but I'm not sure. I'm not totally set on necessary creative endeavor, but I am set on one of the doors opening for you is to change, is to creating something for yourself that makes you embrace change. Then you have the hippo, and in the book, the hippo do represents abundance. So one of the doors that could be opening for you, Patu, could be linked to this, whether in small ways or in bigger ones. So it could be a change in your finances, it could be a change in your work, it could be a change, because you know abundance is not only about money. So it could be an abundance with your friends or with your family, like a sense of being complete with the people around you or with what you do. So I feel like those are the things that are kind of going for you, or you're soon going into. Oh yeah, and with the turkey, you know, sometimes there's like 2 versions. There's like the wild ones and the domesticated one. I hope I'm saying that right. But there is a talk about being wild and free. So I feel like one of the doors opening for you could be talking about that. Could be not taking what others project on yourself, or not taking others what they say about yourself too seriously, and more so stepping into who you are and being wild and free, being free from yourself to let yourself be who you are around everybody, in every situation. So I see those three things for you right now. And you know, with the spider and the creating aspect of it, we do also have the invitation and a doorway to sacred union. So maybe even for some of you, there is a talk about a union in some way. This could be romance for some, this could be friendship, this could be totally something different. But I do see romance for at least some of you in your group. Creating a new avenue, creating a new life with a new person. But you know, otherwise the invitation does talk about everything I just mentioned. So it's an invitation for you to step into your own self, to step into your own power, to create new things, and to accept abundance. The serpent and the three cards do mention Egypt. So maybe you have any link with Egypt. Maybe it's something that you study. Maybe you're from there. Maybe you want to visit it. Maybe you always felt drawn to Egypt. I know a lot of spiritual people do feel like a tug towards Egypt for some reason. So you know that there is that with the serpent and the tree. It does, it is linked with Egypt. So this might be a confirmation for you in some way. But it also talks about healing. It also talks about, I'm hearing transformation. But I really feel like it's going inward. So again, I feel like it could be even linked to creation, searching for answers. I think this is like the first door that opens for you before you open the others that I mentioned. Maybe even for some of you, this door is already open. You're already doing work. It does talk about meditation. So maybe if it's not something you're doing, you should start. Especially if you're seeking answers. And about that, I do feel the need to say that, you know, we have a certain opinion when we think of meditation. I feel like there is this way of people thinking, but I have to be sit in a certain way. My hands and feet and legs need to be placed in a certain way in order for it to work. It's not the case. At least in my opinion, it's not the case. I would just recommend you to make sure you find a comfortable position and work on it. Maybe start with a guided meditation. This could always help. But I feel like if you put too much pressure on being in the perfect this and the perfect that, you're missing out. You're not going to do it. So maybe some of you needed to hear that. Also, opening your heart. I feel like the invitation is not only for your heart, but your third eye for some of you, especially what I just said. Spirituality in general, that also be what you're going to create, a new avenue for you in life in regard of spirituality in some way. Specifically the doorway to sacred union, if you're interested in another place, it is mostly related to India. So again, this could be something interesting for some of you. It also talks about transformation. So I feel like it's all linked to, I feel like some of you are definitely going through major transformation, and I would even go as far as to say transformations, plural. But I feel like they're all leading to the same way. They're all leading to you being, I'm gonna say, a different timeline. And I'm hearing it start with a spike with the invitation, and maybe that's because of the image, but I when I look at the card, I just heard it start with a spark. And that could be something with the romance part that I've talked about for some of you. You met someone and you feel a spark, that could be something. But for the rest that are going through an internal journey, I feel like it starts with a thought. It starts with something that pulls you into that journey. So let's see what your tarot has to say. I'm gonna put this one here, I think. Okay, so for your tarot, you have the Hangman, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Hermit. Yeah, I'm not even surprised that this one's come out. The Emperor. Wow, you have a lot of major arcana. You're definitely protected. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, definitely a journey for a lot of you. And I even feel like it's multiple journeys. It's not one. I feel like this might be something that lasts a couple of months or even for some a couple of years, because it feels like I mentioned, multiple journeys. I feel like you're going through one, you reach the shore, and then you have to go again for something else. So definitely multiple doors, multiple avenue, one after the other. I would say with the Hermit and what I just said, that sometimes you might feel isolated if it's not already the case. You might feel alone, lonely for time to time, but please remember that you're not. With the Nine of Wands and the Hermit aspect, I feel like there might be a tendency to isolate yourself from others. So I would recommend not doing that, or trying to stop doing that, because I really feel like it's not, the goal is not to be alone. The goal, yes, is going through journeys and inner journeys, but you do not have to isolate. You do not have to be left alone and to put yourself in a corner away from the others. I feel like this would create more problem, internal ones specifically. Like it's gonna make you feel more stuck with the Hangman. I'm hearing dancing in the rain, and we do have the Queen of Wands, which it looks like she's dancing, and the volcano is erupting. So maybe it's rain, maybe it's lava. I don't know, but I am hearing this. I think it's a reminder for you to remain positive, to remain trusting too. Like I mentioned, you have a lot of cards that are major arcana, so you're definitely protected. Please remember this. I feel also the need to go back to the meditation part. I feel like through meditation you can realize this. You can realize you're definitely not alone. You're definitely gonna get the power that you need to keep going. One door that might be also opening for you, with the Queen of Swords, I'm getting a sense of justice. So maybe some of you, there is someone or some people that did something wrong to you, that might be rectified. I do not feel like it's something that you will rectify. I feel like you really need to concentrate on yourself. I feel like it's something that will be dealt with in the background. The Queen of Wands and the turkey and wild things and freedom, even with the hippo and abundance, I feel like they link together. I feel like it's, again, dancing in the rain, finding ways to keep going and be happy and enjoying the process, being thankful. That's what I'm hearing. That could be linked to seeing things from another perspective. Like I don't know, maybe saying more what you're thankful about, either it's in your head or out loud. So let's say you do not have the best car, you do not have the car of the year, and you see others around you who do, then maybe just recognize that you're thankful to have a car that works and takes you from point A to point B, that takes your kids point A to point B, etc., etc. And like normalizing yourself, being thankful for what works out for you, for what makes you be able to be you, or to be I was about to say embracing yourself, but that's not what I meant. Maybe it's important for some, but makes you be able to transform I think that could help. And that might be something new for you. So that might be something else that is coming in, that you're starting. Yeah, again, I'm just looking at the Emperor and what I said with the Queen of Swords. There's something about justice. I'm feeling like, I'm surprised Justice card is not here, because it's very strong right now. England and Ireland could be significant for some of you. Specifically Ireland. I will even make research about the past of Ireland. Is it, how do you say, the Celtic? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. But yeah, I will look into this. What they used to believe in, how they used to work with their belief, etc. I will look into this. Be prepared to leave things behind, definitely. Be prepared to make a clean, do you say clean slate? Yeah, be prepared to do that. I'm looking again at with the spider, it's like a new web. You're creating something new. So you have to make place. You have to change place. For a lot of you, I feel like that's the key word here, is change. You cannot create something totally new if you keep going back to the same place and try to make the same things, even though it didn't work out in the past. But part 2, this is everything I have for you in regard of your reading. I hope you resonate with this reading, or at least some parts of it. If it's the case, please let me know in the comment section below, only if you're comfortable to. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This helps my channel grow. Feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I wish you all the best on this journey. Like I mentioned, you have a lot going on. It feels like there's a lot of doors opening for you, a lot of new things coming your way. Some might resonate, some might apply to you, some might not. Please remember, this is a general reading. But, you know, keep your head high. Keep dancing in the rain. I know I said it a lot, but it is something that I think you should apply to your life. I think it's staying positive and staying hopeful, and it's a good thing. So I do hope everything is gonna go great for you. I trust in you. I honestly have faith in you. I think this is gonna be a lot, but this in the end is gonna be really great for you. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Please take care. Bye bye. Hello pile 3, welcome back. If you chose the rabbit card or the sunstone, then this is your reading. Like I mentioned, today's reading is which door or doors are opening for you. So please remember, like I mentioned, this is a general reading. Some things might apply and some might not. This is what the general reading is. To start the reading, I'm gonna read you the card that you chose, just so that we have kind of maybe more information. That can tell you, is this really my pile, is this not, is there any information that you can take and act as a confirmation in some way. So the rabbit. Rabbits are notorious for being skittish. They are hyper vigilant and ready to act at the slightest hint of danger. The arrival of this card means you must embody the quick acting nature of the rabbit now, as things are about to start changing at a fast pace. To pull this card heralds the arrival of opportunity, to be sure, but it is a fleeting one. It is imperative both to recognize this and to act in alignment with yourself. If you hesitate for too long, the moment will pass you by, but if you act too quickly, you may find yourself in over your head. While this is a delicate balance to strike, it is one that can be mastered. If you're someone who struggles with indecision or overanalyzing, the pressure of the moment may cause you to freeze. It may be helpful to step out of the logical and instead tune into your gut instinct. Be ready to take action one way or another, but don't act out of fear. Okay, so right away this could give you kind of an idea of your personality, of the message. I do feel like this is something, I think this is great for reading. I feel like the card mentioned, it does imply change. So we're gonna see what that change might be about. So I'm gonna move your card, and for the rest of your oracles, you have and I'm not gonna say this right, so I'm sorry. Mallard, Maillard, I'm sorry, but it looks like a bird if you look at the shadow. And the giraffe. You also have, and you have 4 I think instead of 3, the phoenix. So maybe you're linked to Scorpio in some way. You don't have to. The storm. The eye of the storm. That's what I'm hearing. Also in a song. I'm gonna try to find that song and put it down below, okay? Because there is a song I have in mind with that lyric, and I think it might be relevant for you. The dreamer gives me Piscean energy. Release and renewal. So yeah, a lot of things implying change here, pile 3. A lot of things implying movement in a way. Don't you think it looks like a fountain? Maybe there's something about that for you. I'm hearing like La Fontaine de Jouvence in Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a lot of eyes in all these cards, but specifically this one. Do you feel watch or watch over? Either in a positive or negative way this could apply. Did you lose someone? I don't know why I'm going that, but if you lost someone recently, I feel like the watch over is for you. I feel like the person you lost or the people you've lost, they're still there. And if you need help, you could ask them. That might be extremely specific, but I do feel it. You do have something about balance, especially with the giraffe. It does talk about balancing what your heart wants with what your head wants, finding a middle ground. So I think for you, this is either something that is happening or that has happened, or this is one of the doors that are opening. This is one of the avenues that you're gonna embark on in a way. And I think it even relates to the dreamer. Like I mentioned, it gives me Piscean vibes. And I don't know if you know, but at least for myself, I do see Pisces as kind of like someone being in the in-between in this world and the next as the last sign of the zodiac. So I feel like this could be something that apply. And specifically this last part with the feeling I had that some of you might have lost a loved ones. A door that might be opening for you is the ability to see, to contact, to feel, to hear people from the other side, and kind of balancing this, or going to this journey of being able to do this, of having this new ability. I think for some of you, this is definitely a door opening. But you do not have to be able to hear the dead or to see them. It could be a door opening, a new door opening in regard to spirituality and how you view this, or how you view religion, and see where you fit in and see what you do with it. Yeah, again, that might be specific, but it is here. And funny enough, we have the dreamer, but the mallard also talks about dreams, also talk about the subconscious. So again, this could be a confirmation that some of you are Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. Otherwise, I think that this is something that is relating to your dreams. For some of you, I feel like there's messages in your dreams. You should keep a dream journal and try to see what they're trying to say, what your subconscious is trying to say. There might be a journey with your subconscious mind. If it's not in dreams, it might be with hypnosis. Do you say hypnosis? Well, I'm gonna say hypnose, okay? So not hypnotherapy, I don't think that's the case. An hypnotherapist? Well, I might be totally wrong, but you know, hypnose. So imagine going through your subconscious mind as you lay and someone guides you through it. Imagine that. So I feel like some of you, this might be something new. This might be something that you could do. You don't have to go see someone. You could do work on your subconscious mind, whether it's in shadow work or even with your dreams, like I mentioned. So it might be relating to answers about yourself. So it might just be like, again, like entering a new phase as you seek answers from a deep part of yourself that you're not aware of, or that you're starting to be aware of. You also have two cards, well, specifically these two, the Storm and the Dreamer card, talking about stillness, talking about pausing and reflecting. Especially the Dreamer will talk about meditation, so this might be something that you would benefit from. But I do like the idea of making time apart from your chores, from your to-do list, if and when possible. Because I feel like with everything we have, there is a lot to unpack, there is a lot to learn. You might have been drawn to pile 1, you don't have to. Because I feel like the biggest door opening for you is a door to an inner journey, is a door through yourself, to exploration of yourself and your own mechanism and your own way of thinking and feeling and seeing things. But there's definitely something about benefiting from being still, from not trying to control something or a moment, and instead sitting in the chaos until you realize that it does not have to be chaotic, that it's not that chaotic, and seeing things kind of slow down and now being able to process them. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is going to happen very quickly. I feel like this might be a tower moment, or even a death card moment, especially the Phoenix. It does it is linked with the Tower in tarot. So I do feel like there might be an event or something that is said that brings you to stop, that brings you to reflect, and then to big change, because it is big change here, pile 3. I cannot ignore it. I cannot like put it aside and not talk about it. We might learn more about it with your tarot later, but know that big changes. And you know what? Let's see your tarot. I want to know. Just gonna move this. So for your tarot, we do have the Art Priestess. So again, there is something with the unknown. There is something with the journey, the hidden journey that you're taking, the subconscious, but also with secrets. So there might be something that you're keeping secrets to others, or you might be discovering secrets. We also have the 9 of Cups. For some reason, this one specifically makes me feel a reflection, but this might be because of this card, specifically the image of this card, and not a generalization of tarot. The 2 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. You have the Storm, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like big changes happen, or are happening, or will happen after a Tower moment, after a breakdown of in some way. The Ace of Swords. You might have like internal conflict between your mind and your heart. Again, we do have the Giraffe, which does talk about this. The Sun. Yeah, please remember that this is not permanent. It's part of the journey. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. And the 7 of Swords. You have a lot of swords. Are you no, I was about to say you're an Aquarius, because there is the sign, but you could be an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You don't have to, but you do have a lot of swords, and it is attached to air signs. Okay, so I do have something specific to say, so keep that in mind. If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I feel like with everything we have, specifically with your tarot, I feel like, again, the biggest door that is opening for you is one of change. But I feel like it's because it's as if your spirit is saying, you've been in a place you should have left before and you didn't. And now we have to force you to move. We have to force you to see this is not where you should be. You're wasting your time. This could also apply for those of you where it's not a place, but it's with someone, or it's in a job, or it's, you know, so take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be, but you stay in your room too much. No, it could be, but it's mostly like you've been in a situation that they don't want you in, and you didn't listen, or you didn't see the sign, and it didn't move, so they have to force you to move. And it's scary, I get it, but it does get you to the sun. It does get you to something much better. It makes you feel way more happier and content. And if you're all in your head with all these swords, you're probably not seeing that. You're probably not seeing clearly. I feel like a lot of you, your vision is clouded because you're in the middle of the storm, or you will be. But know that everything is temporary. The storm will pass. You will see clear once again. And this is the door that is opening for you. This clarity, this new beginning. Literally, yeah, with the sun and also the page of Pentacles. It's like, even with the page of swords, it's like something new. Probably something you didn't do before. Even probably something that you did not expect yourself to be in, or expect yourself to be good at. Something like that. We even have the Ace of Swords, yeah. I feel the need to say with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, as well as the Page of Pentacles, I feel like some of you, you're not even realizing that you're the one starting that change. Well, it is spirits pushing you in that direction. But I feel like it starts with making a small decision, thinking that it's not really going to change anything, so it doesn't matter. And yet it has that snowball effect, and it just changed everything. But it starts with something so simple that seems so insignificant, and yet the devil is in the detail. That's what I'm hearing. It's that little thing that creates this whole journey. I feel like with what I'm about, with oh my god, sorry, with what I'm about to say, I think that I need to say, take it with a grain of salt for some of you. It's not meant to hurt in a way, but I feel like some of you, the doors that are opening is first mental stability and mental clarity, but also emotional stability, because it's about balance again. I'm hearing learning how to ask for help for some of you. This could be the one thing that you start thinking, it's not gonna change much, and that might change everything. That might be the case for some. There's something about zombie here. Like stopping being a zombie and taking control and feeling alive in some way. Also unicorn. I don't know why specifically, but there is a horse there, but is this a horse or a unicorn? I think it's a horse. But unicorn. Dreams. Yeah, unicorns, I think it's attached to dreams. So maybe trying to start a new project, thinking, it's not gonna change much. That might be something for someone. But pile 3, this is everything I have for you in regard of your reading. I hope you resonate with this reading, or at least some parts of it. If it's the case, please let me know in the comment section below if you feel comfortable to. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This will help my channel grow. Feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I wish you all the best, and I hope you're gonna... I was about to say I hope you're gonna survive, but you will survive, don't worry. But know that there will be harder time ahead, or if you're going through them at some point, know that this will end. It's part of the process. It's not always going to feel bad. It's not always going to seem bad. So please keep that in mind and keep going. There is something much better for you on the other side. You have a lot of opportunities coming your way as you work through this change. So please keep going. You're gonna get there. You're doing this, okay? You got this. That's what I feel the need to say. But stay protected, you know. I was about to say, like, not make sure you're okay, but stay safe. Prioritize your health, prioritize your mental health, specifically you, pile 3, with all these swords and the mental aspect of your reading. So keep an eye on for yourself. Don't let yourself be in pain if you can ask for help, or if you can find a way to lift that pain, or to lift that thing, or to reach clarity. Please do it. Don't demonize what you're feeling and thinking, but I'm not worth it. You are, okay? So ask for help if you need to, and keep going. Like I said, it's gonna go, it's gonna be much better at some point. So I wish you all the best. Please take care of yourself, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.